morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everybody this morning? It is November 8th. Can you believe that? I can't even believe it. We're almost at the end of the year. So, a couple things that I wanted to talk to you about this morning. Last week we talked about how you're interpreting things, talked about reframing things, we talked about the story that you're telling, and we talked about how you are the author of your story and all of your power lies in how you're interpreting the story that you're telling, yada, yada, yada. So, to continue along that line, I have heard a lot of people talking about how they have seasonal depression, how they are dreading the fact that winter's coming and, the time change, the dark, da 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 da. And I have to say to myself, if you understand that you can reframe and reinterpret things, why wouldn't you start to reinterpret your attitude towards the winter, right? Because why would we want to spend our time talking about how awful the winter's going to be and how depressing and how you'll be sad and you always whatever during the winter months and all the things, right? Like, if you really understood that you're the author of the story, that what's coming out of your mouth is going to create a reality, like, why the hell wouldn't we start talking about how great the winter's going to be, how amazing, what a time to be creative, what a time to read a bunch of books, learn new things, watch movies, whatever. How come you wouldn't want to have that kind of winter? And so this is the question I'm posing to you this morning, right? Good morning, everybody. If you understand that you're creating the whole thing, why does there have to be any time that it's awful? It doesn't have to be like that. And what it would mean is that you start to reinterpret your understanding of the past, because I'm sure a lot of you would come at me with all the history that you have of how every winter, blah, blah, blah. Every time the season changes, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. That's what happened then. And my question to you is, what's going to happen now? What is the opportunity and the possibility ending 2025 and going into 2026? What is your opportunity for the holidays? What is your opportunity for the winter season? You are the author of the story. Why would you want X amount of months of every single year to be something that you don't look forward to? That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. And if you are somebody, and I say this a lot, but if you're somebody that is suffering from clinical depression and you're on medication and all of that, this conversation is not for you. You, I'm sure, have a doctor and whatever you're doing, and you should keep doing that, okay? I am a coach. I am a consultant. I am a strategist. I am not a therapist. I am not a psychologist, just to be clear, okay? This conversation is for the people that get seasonally annoyed with, the weather, the winter, the whole thing. Okay. It doesn't have to be like this. I really, like, if you're me and you've been teaching this stuff for like 40 years, you're saying to yourself I've been listening to all of you for years, say it to me. And I haven't had this conversation with you and I don't really know why, but now is the time. There are a number of you that are my students and clients that tell me, oh my God, the winter, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Why? Why does it have to be like that? Why don't you figure something out? Get a stack of books you want to read, novels, movies you want to catch up on, sewing that you want to do, learn a craft. Dodie says I just gave her an idea to fill her apartment with plants and bright lighting. All the things. You can go get planted bulbs and watch them come up in your apartment or your house. if you're sad that it's cold outside. Like, it doesn't have to be the way that it's always been. Don't you understand? You're the creator of it. You don't have to run the same narrative over and over again. You don't have to be subject to the same rhetoric. It's you doing it. It's you doing it. Every time you tell somebody, your girlfriend, your brother, somebody at work, whatever, your kid, oh my God, the winter's coming every year. I get so depressed. I have seasonal depression. Like, WTF, people? Wake up. Wake up. You are doing it. You are the author of the story. You are the one. You are the one. And I have news for you. Life is seasonal, okay? You require this time to regenerate yourself. Okay, we don't plant a tulip bulb and then it comes up all year long. It's a bright, beautiful tulip and it never falls apart and it never goes back into the ground and we never cut it back. And just all the time, it's this great, beautiful, wonderful, exceptional tulip. No, it doesn't work like that. We plant the bulb, nothing happens, looks like nothing's happening. It's cold, it's wet, it's yucky, it's snow. We wait, right? It's under the ground. We don't see what's happening. Things are happening. Then all of a sudden in spring, whoo, here it comes. It's beautiful. It lasts for a while. Then it, fades out. That's called a cycle. Your life runs the same way. There is a time for everything. Right in the Bible, it says there's a season for everything. And it's like, that's your guide. Seasons are, lean into the seasonality, lean into the cycle, stop fighting parts of the cycle. That's literally what's making you miserable, is you are fighting against the cyclical nature of the way it works. Okay, no matter what you do, no matter what part of the country you run to or where you go to try to get the sunshine or whatever the hell you're doing to try to avoid your own life, wherever you go, there you are. And wherever you go, it's still going to be November, December, January, February, March. Those months are still going to be there. They're not going to disappear. So my advice to you is wake up and reframe it. Reinterpret what it means to you, the winter. Reinterpret the possibility of it all, right? You could bake, you could take a course, you could read a stack of novels, you could learn to sew, learn a language, learn a new skill, practice yoga in your living room. Like, there's a million things that you could do. And in the spirit of wanting to support you all during all the months, I created a free community. I literally could not have made it easier for you to find support to keep your head in the right place, okay? It's a free community. There's free courses. I'm literally going to be live, I think, 4 times a month coming up inside the community. I'm teaching a prosperity class Wednesday night inside the community. Next Saturday, we have a goals group, and that's for everyone inside the community. And then I'm adding, this week, I will be adding 2 roundtable business coaching, consulting, ask me anything sessions, and they will be every other Thursday at noon. So that's one place you can find support. There are also lots of networking groups. I know, for instance, Boston Business Women's Group has lots of events and things for free if you're a member. And there are other things like that. So if you made it your business to seek out things to do and make life more interesting in the months that you do not like, it will go faster and it will go better. What do I always tell you? What you resist persists. Okay? If you're fearing winter and you're, already got it all set up, how it's going to be, here it comes again. I try not to swear on the show, but I really I would love to just say some exemplatives in regard to this conversation, because if you're me, you're sitting here really going like, what the hell are you doing? I I listen to people that have worked with me for years, and they are saying things out of their mouth that they definitely don't want to see reoccur, and yet they keep talking about it. Stop it. Stop it. And here's an opportunity. I'm going to give you an assignment to make this, you could like make this a project for yourself. And here's my assignment to you. Pick 5 people in your life that you know and make it your business to be in touch with them once a week. You either have to send them a card or call them on the phone. Raggedy old emails and texts don't count. Send a card, call on the phone, meet them on a Zoom, or go somewhere with them, to an event, go to a bookshop, go to coffee, whatever. Okay? Or send them a gift, a little gift. If you picked 5 people in your life and you made it your business to see to them once a week, every week, from this week until Easter Sunday, something in you will transform. So that's my challenge to you. 5 people, a phone call, a gift, a meetup in person, a meetup on Zoom, or a card. Okay? Text doesn't count. Emails don't count. This is about you getting into relationship with other people and being more concerned about somebody else than your own clod of ailments and grievances. Because if you just stay focused on your own bullshit, you will be depressed for the winter because you're not looking outside yourself. Why the hell do you think I do so many things for all of you? Why do you think I do the show? And why did I start the community? And why do I keep giving things away? I give away my time. I give away my time. Why? So that I don't sit up here all depressed and self-centered. Because I've made it my business to contribute to you, for those of you that are taking advantage of it, as much as I can. And you know what? I just trust that God will work the rest of it out. So far, 57 years rolling, he hasn't failed me yet. So I invite you to step outside of yourself, step outside of your tiny little scope of reality, and be concerned about others. The world is a weird place right now. There are a lot of people that are lonely and sad and scared, and you could do something about that. You could pick 5 people and you could make their lives better for the next X amount of months until Easter Sunday. Because that's kind of when like the winter thing breaks, right? Is Easter, resurrection, renewal, all the things. Okay, my other thing for you this morning is this. When you really want something, when you have prayed and prayed and prayed, and or intended or worked on your manifestation, energy for something, you've done all the things, right? You've cleared all the stuff, you've said all the affirmations, you've done all the work, you feel like you've checked all the boxes. There is a time when you have to let go of being attached to the outcome. Okay? There is a time when you just have to release it to God, the universe, whatever you want to call it. You have to say to yourself, I've done everything that I can. I know how I want this to turn out. I am now just going to let this go and let God work. Let the universe work on my behalf. I'm going to release it. Because, and this came up for me to teach to you this morning because I had a client yesterday. This client has been praying and intending and working on something and working on something and working on something. And we were up to the last window of opportunity, right? To have it turn out for this person. and they were texting me saying, like, I don't know what to do. It's so far, it hasn't given way. I don't know what to do, all the things. And I said, let it go. You've got to let it go. You have to trust that God's got a plan, the universe, whatever you want to call it. I'm a God girl, so I'm going to say God. You guys can substitute that with whatever you want, okay? And if I'm offending you, then you probably shouldn't be watching me. So you've got to just let it go. You got to give it to God. And really, you have to just let it go. And so we were going back and forth on text, and it was like, I don't know if I can let it go. Like, I'm really trying. So this person went off, they went to do things, and they said, minute by minute, I might have to just remind myself, minute by minute, I'm letting it go, I'm letting it go. And lo and behold, what do you think happened? A couple hours later, I got a text. Oh my God, Noelle, you're not going to believe this. You're not going to believe it. I said, let me guess. It happened. You got what you needed to get. And that is exactly what happened. Sometimes the hardest work is the let go part, right? We've done all the work, all the things. We've worked really hard, intending, affirming, like I said, cleaning up all the old shit, getting it all, writing it down. And then it's still not giving way. And that's the time for you to let go and stop being attached to the outcome. Because I have news for you. You don't know what the divine plan of your life is. You really don't. God knows what the divine plan of your life is. Okay? So just because you want something so bad does not necessarily mean that it is the highest and best thing for you. Because you don't know. So you have to let it go, because you have to be open to the highest and best thing for you. You have to trust that God has your back, and the highest and best thing will be the thing that comes. And it might not come through the channel that you want it to. Too bad. When you ask God or the universe or the angels and the saint, like whatever, when you ask the people that know better, the higher things that have more knowledge than we do about what's happening in this time and place, when you ask for help, it will be given to you. You have to ask. You have to ask. That's one of the rules. You have to ask. I don't know if you guys watch like Christmas movies, Hallmark movies, all the things, right? In any of those movies, if there's angels around that like want to help, the people have to be open to the help. You have to ask. And giving up something and letting it go is a way of asking, right? Because you're saying like, okay, I've done all the things that I can see to do to work on this thing, this healing or this manifestation or whatever it is. So now guess what? It's in your hands. And when you let it go, you truly have to release it. You truly have to. You can't just say it, let it go. You got to release all the energy, all that. You got to let it go. That's when the magic happens. It's in the letting go. When you're trying to control the outcome, nothing good's going to happen in there, man. Nothing good. Because you don't know. You don't know what's good for you all the time. God knows. You got to let shit go. You got to be willing to let God do the work. There is a time when you have to work hard on the manifestation or the prayer or the thing, right? There's a time to do the work. And then there's a time to let go and let God. So somebody needs to hear that this morning. And that message was for you, whoever you are. Okay, so let's circle back to this seasonal angst stuff. Your opportunity is to reframe seasons for yourself. And all that joy that you have for the seasons that you love, Why don't you put that joy on the whole thing? Like, why? Why would you want to waste time? Time is the only thing you can't get back. Why would you want to waste your precious time being angry that it's the fall or the winter or the summer or the spring or whatever? Like, it's just foolishness. Why would you not want to be exuberant and happy in all the seasons? And yeah, I get it. Sometimes you're going to wake up, have a bad day, not be in the mood. I'm not saying don't honor that. I'm saying don't get lost in that. Don't go swimming in that. Don't drown in that. Instead, make your life about being super enthusiastic that you are alive and you have the opportunity to whatever, watch a movie, read a book, go sledding in the winter when it's snowing, learn something new, take a course, join us in the community where we have conversation going on every single day. I am literally in that community posting something every single morning. We are starting to get a little traction now with some more people jumping in on the daily. I am confident that we will gain traction in there. My job is to create it for you guys. Your job is to show up to get the support, right? So that's my challenge to you is about the 5 people. For those of you just jumping in, my challenge is this season, in this winter and all the way until Easter, if you made it your business, if you picked 5 people and you made it your business to either send them a card, a small gift, call them on the phone, meet them on a Zoom, or meet them in person every single week, you would have more things to be concerned about than yourself, right? You would be concerned about getting all those things done. 5 people once a week. That's 5 times during the week where you'd have to get out of your own clod of grievances and ailments and complaints and make it your business to see that someone else was okay and connect with them. Texts and emails don't count, because that's not real connection. I'm talking about real connection, where you either see the persona or hear the voice of another human being and you're making a connection. That stuff is important. And there are people that are depressed and sad that don't have the ability that we do to reframe the conversation for themselves for whatever reason. Those people require help. They require joyful, caring, concerned folks that actually give a shit. So if you're a person that gives a shit, step it up. Step up. Step it up. The world is a weird place right now. Your help is needed. Your help is required. If you are a healer, a light worker, an empath, a person that is working on themselves, working on their personal development, this is a call out to you. Start being concerned about other people in a bigger way. People need help right now. If I can get up every single Saturday morning for 11 years and do a show that I don't get paid for, that actually costs me money to do, and now I've created all this other stuff like a school and a community and all the things, and I'm not, some of those courses I'm making money off in Teachable, but I have news, not most people are getting them for free, because if you're inside the community, you're getting this stuff for free, right? So if I can do that, even in the middle of this transition that I'm going through, I left one way of working and I'm trying to figure out, the next iteration. Like, you can do something. You can do something. You can do something. So do it. Stop suffering and whining about the winter coming and how you're going to be seasonally depressed. Screw that. Stop it. Just stop. Figure something out. You're creative people. Do something different. Figure something out. Get concerned about other people. Stop whining. Move along, right? Move along. Get inside the community. We'll kick your ass. We'll help you. We'll support you. Go to unbreakablewisdom.com. You can find all the things there. There's so many ways. There's other people that give away free content. There are a lot of us out there trying to help you so you're not just sitting alone in your house suffering. And if you want to do that, you shouldn't be watching me anyway. God bless. If that's the best you can do, I understand, but I'm not for you. I'm for the people that are just in their own way and you're kind of stuck and you're kind of running the same rhetoric over and over again. And I'm saying, stop that. Make this be the best holiday season so far and the best winter so far. Like, we're making it up. Let's just make it up. Why not? Why not make it up? It's an opportunity that you have. You're alive. You're breathing. Some people aren't so lucky. Start taking responsibility for your own life. Take responsibility for the fact that you're going to have a fantastic winter. It's a great opportunity. And you require the time to rest and decompress. Not everything can go like a bat out of hell all the time. Okay? Pick 5 people, get involved with them, make it your business to see them through the winter and the holidays, and do what you can once a week to make it great for them. I promise you, if you accept this challenge and you take on the 5 people all the way through Easter, you will be a changed person. Number 1, because of the discipline and consistency that you will have to drag out of yourself to do it, but also just because you'll put your focus and attention on something else, and then God will get busy helping you. When we get busy helping other people, the universe and God get busy helping us. So that's my challenge to you. Get out of your own way, really. And I have every year I publish a workbook at the end of the year. So it's ready. We'll launch it on the show next week. You'll be able to either download it for free or you can go on Amazon and buy it. Last year, I just made it a free download and people were printing it out and it's like 70 pages. So this year I made it an option where you can go buy it on Amazon. But that's our end of the year, and we'll kind of work through that in the last couple shows of the year. We'll work through like the questions and things that are in there. All right. Have a great week, you guys. I'll see you soon.